Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank all of you for coming out today. What I want to talk about is something that I just learned about recently that's going to affect this little bridge here. This is a bridge that's been around in our communities for over 100 years. It's the Washington Crossing Bridge. It's maintained by the Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission, and it serves at this point over 7,000 cars a day. But what I want to state first is I am going to join the Sierra Club of New Jersey in opposing tolling the Scudder Falls Bridge. Tolling the Scudder Falls Bridge to pay for a project that I believe is way too large, way too costly, is a huge mistake and will have a very negative effect on all of our communities. A negative effect on Lower Makefield, Upper Makefield, Newtown, Yardley. And we have a governor and a state representative who tax too much, spend too much, and who fail to value the tax dollars we send to Harrisburg. From paying for stadiums in Pittsburgh, hotels in California, Pennsylvania, yes, you just bought a hotel in California, Pennsylvania. Shrines to Jack Murtha, shrines to Arlen Specter. They keep finding ways to take more of our money and waste more of our money. The Sierra Club of New Jersey opposes tolls on the Scudder Falls Bridge, and I support their position completely. Like them, I know the costs of the project far outweigh the benefits, and there will be a significant impact on our local roads as drivers avoid yet another new toll. And that's what will happen. They want to toll the Scudder Falls Bridge, so people coming from New Jersey into our communities will have to pay a toll. And so many people from our communities work in the Princeton area or work in Manhattan and have to go to the Princeton area every single day. And if we start tolling this road, it's never been tolled before, interstate highway in our area. If we start tolling this road, people will drive through Hopewell, New Jersey to avoid the toll, and they'll come across this little bridge. And this little bridge and this community and this sacred ground, Washington's Crossing, where General Washington and the brave troops went from this site across the river to attack the Hessians in Trenton. This little area, this historic area, will not be able to handle the deluge of traffic that will come because we want to toll a bridge. And this is the idea of the Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission. This is an idea that's fully supported by our governor, and I believe fully supported by our current state representative. They want to build a bridge, listen to this, that is 9 lanes wide, plus 2 14-foot shoulders, plus a $9 million bike path. This is not the time, ladies and gentlemen, to be spending on a $9 million bike path, what I call the bike path to nowhere. Because the height of this bridge, I don't know how you're getting a bicycle from the tow path, which is not far behind us, all the way up to the Scudder Falls Bridge. That's what we see out of these authorities, out of our current leadership in Harrisburg. We've got to change that leadership in Harrisburg. We must do that. Just a couple key facts. The Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission, since 2005, has given out $45 million in grants for things unrelated to taking care of all the bridges like this bridge. They have plenty of money. They don't need a toll if they just got their financial house in order. But again, we see another government entity spending, 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 doing nothing to reduce expenditures, and then wanting to take more and more and more money out of our pockets. And just today I talked to Senator McElhenney. He said it gets worse, Rob. He said the governor wants to sell the Scudder Falls Bridge to a private company, get money up front so that they can build the project, and then they will be able to decide how much those tolls are. So you're being told, don't worry about it, it's only going to be 75 cents. 75 cents for how long? How long before it's $4 or $5 to get back from the Scudder Falls Bridge? And what is that going to do to this little historic bridge here? What are we going to have here? What kind of traffic impact are we going to have on Washington Crossing, this most historic areas? And we keep hearing how we don't have money to do things like take care of Washington Crossing Park. And I just told you about $45 million that was spent by this authority on what I see as wasteful projects, projects that are not related to taking care of the bridges. Here's another key fact. Last year, the Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission, they toll all these bridges. The bridge that takes you from Morrisville to Trenton, they toll that one. The one on I-78, they toll that one. The one at New Hope. They're collecting tolls. Last year, they collected $87 million in toll money. Sounds like they got a lot of money. And their expenditures were only $73.9 million. So they made $12.9 million in income. Pretty nice, huh? I think they can afford to build a scaled back version of Scudder Falls Bridge, improve the interchanges. I don't think Scudder Falls Bridge needs to be any more than 6 lanes wide, an extra lane on each side. I see a lot of people nodding their heads. You guys go across this bridge all the time. We can't afford a $9 million bike path to nowhere right now. And this is just a perfect example of out of control government spending. We have to rein it in. We need a leader here representing us in Harrisburg that's going to stand up. And when Governor Rendell comes in, and I'm the state representative, I would be there saying, no, please leave. We don't want your $310 million bridge. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for prudent expenditures. If there's money to spare, that needs to go to this park, Washington Crossing Historic Park. We should not be selling 137 acres of this park for $1. That is ridiculous. And I stand firmly opposed to that. I've told Senator McElhenney I support a 99-year lease. We should lease the park. If we have a nonprofit that wants to help us take care of it, we should not be selling that portion of the park. And I appreciate all of you coming out today. Hopefully this $310 million boondoggle will never be built. Hopefully we will not have tolls on the Scudder Falls Bridge because it's going to negatively affect one of the most historic areas in our entire country. Thanks again for coming out, folks. I appreciate all your support. Thank you.